We all have two lives, and the second one starts when you realize you have only one. When we're young, the majority of us have a sheltered belief that we can't die. We lose this belief as we age. Once we've concluded that time is not never-ending and that our actions have consequences, then we begin to think more seriously about who we are, what we want to do, and why we do it. We also learn that our efforts can go toward fixing something. And we learn that even though we alone can't fix everything, we're not just a single one out of billions, but one who can join with others to make a difference. We strive to make sense in terms of passion, fulfillment, purpose, become sense makers, maybe even leave a small legacy. But can we really make a positive difference and stand out among 8 billion people? To answer that question, I need to take a step back. Of all the YouTube TED Talk videos, 3 have influenced my thinking. Sir Ken Robinson on creativity, Hans Rosling on population growth, and Simon Sinek on motivation. Sinek is a cultural anthropologist, best known for his golden circle concept, start with why. The model depicts a top-down, simplified view of the human brain, and at the center is our primitive limbic brain. This is where our feelings reside, like trust and loyalty. The outer layers are the more modern Homo sapiens part of the brain. Now the thing is, most of us communicate from the outside in, simply because our language and rational thinking reside in the neocortex. However, when it comes to our fundamental beliefs, we struggle to translate those into language because they reside in another, the older part of our brain. Now, according to Sinek, inspiring people, successful leaders or companies do exactly the opposite. They communicate from the inside out, and Simon gives Apple as an example. Our decision-making, the reasons why we do what we do, our motives, all take place at that center part of our brain that is most hidden, the limbic brain. Now, this little idea made me curious. It made me think of what would happen when 2 golden circles meet. Would they barely touch on the outer layers, the what's and the hows? Or would they gradually also intersect on the deeper beliefs, the why? And as it turns out, this became the groundwork for my teaching on how to be innovative and develop great ideas. Not just great ideas, but insights that make a difference. Insight discovery. We do not form new ideas out of nothing. Creativity starts with making connections between things that already exist. When 2 golden circles meet, confluence occurs. Confluence is both a process and a mechanism of insight discovery. Imagine the right circle A representing conventional thinking of an individual, a community, maybe an entire society at a given time. Comes in the left golden circle B, and where they touch, they progressively blend at their confluence, finding out they view certain things in the same way. Stuff that makes common sense to both. Usually a combination of why, how, and what. And just like in maths, there would be no relationship if there were no intersection. But consensus does not always mean 100% agreement. Both sides may keep their differences. Relationship is built not only on shared beliefs, but also on empathy. Empathy is that green thumbs up that expresses, hey, I understand why you think like that. Now imagine a dotted line to separate truth from falsehood. In the center, that would give common nonsense. The Titanic is unsinkable, sure. But when B points out a unilateral, deeply held but flawed belief of A, what we call uncommon nonsense, and gives it the red thumbs down, now the dynamics change. And B needs to help A to take a different perspective on his whys and fundamental beliefs. The mechanism of asymmetric knowledge development. is actually quite simple, but it provides an awesome tool for developing great ideas. We need to make insight discovery repeatable, scalable, in an economically viable manner. Learn to see what others don't. Insight discovery transforms the way we perceive and understand things, the decisions we make, and the actions we take. It can be used to build businesses or create new initiatives. And like I mentioned earlier, it can also help us fix something and join with others to make a positive difference. And at its most profound, it can even change the world. In the next episode, we'll look at a great example. Stay tuned, and until then,